Hey friends, this is Tirza of Tirza Motivates, and welcome back to part 2 of Keep Planting in Hard Times. So in the first part of this series, I discussed the idea of opposition and how opposition is the enemy trap and trick that gets in the way of us doing what we know we are purposed to do and called to do, even in adversity. Okay, that's the key theme. Even in adversity and difficult times, we are still purposed and called to do the work of God. You know what you've been called to do. You know there is a dream in your heart. You know that there is something you are incredibly passionate about, and you either started planting that seed before adversity, or you're thinking about planting the seed, yet you're being blinded by adversity and you do not believe you are capable of doing something or doing what God has called you to do. And so this video is to refocus you, motivate you, educate you, inspire you, and most of all, give you strategy for one higher level living and pursuing the very thing that God has called you to do. You got it? All right. So, as I mentioned to you in part 1, yes, we are in this difficult season, a season of adversity, but that doesn't mean we stop moving forward with that thing that is dear to our heart. Me, you, someone you knows is likely experiencing something that feels very uncomfortable during this time. It is just a reality. There has been a shift and a shake in the way we are living our lives. But that doesn't mean we stop pursuing the thing that we've been called to do. And for some of you, you have been called in this very season to get busy and work and do the will for God in your life. Yes. And what I want you to do is snap out of it and get moving. And so today, what I'm going to offer you is one strategy that will help you to get moving, stay on track, get out of fear, move in faith, take action, and plant the seeds that will produce fruit, not only for you, but for your family and for those you have been called to serve in the purpose for your life, in the plan for your life, with the ideas that you have. There are ideas and dreams that need to be birthed. They need to be birthed. It's real, and God is waiting on you to do it. So here is the first thing I need you to think about, remember, and put into practice. Shift your attitude. You are in control of your attitude about the very thing that you know you are supposed to do, even in this difficult season. You have a choice when you wake up in the morning to feel despair, to be consumed with worry, to be upset by disappointment, to believe that because of everything that is happening around you, you are incapable of stepping out and stepping forward, and that's not true. The biggest trick in the trap is your attitude. Your attitude is defeating you. And so you get to make a choice about your attitude during this time and your attitude towards the work you know you've been called to do. So one way to shift your attitude, adjust your attitude, and refocus is to remember the what and the why. The what and the why. And start with the why. There's something dear that has been put on your heart. Why? Why has it been put on your heart? What is the reason? What is going to happen when you move forward in that purpose, with that passion and in that calling? There's something very powerful that is going to shift this universe. You're going to touch people. You're going to change people. You're going to inspire people. And most importantly, you are going to glorify God. We can never forget the why, because the why will influence the what. The what is insignificant, though important, to the why. You might be so consumed with the what, how, when, who. I don't get it. I need the finances. I don't have the time. I don't know the people. I don't know the resources. So how am I going to accomplish the what? Those are real and relevant questions to ask. But if you keep your mind shifted on the why, you will continue to be inspired and checked. I'm going to say checked because it ain't about you. It ain't about you and it ain't about me. This work that I do, trust and believe, it ain't about me. Sometimes I want to run from the work. Sometimes I don't want to do the work, but I remember the why because the work is the what. The work is the what. And the what can consume us and overwhelm us and make us feel like we are not capable. But the why gives us strength. The why gives us power. The why gives us reason. And if we zone in on the why, we will be able to successfully accomplish the what. Another point I want you to think about in this strategy. Your mind controls your attitude. Your mind controls your attitude. Got that? So we got to check our thinking. We have to manage what we allow in our minds, what we think about, how we think. First thing in the morning, we must speak life. We must believe the promises. We must believe that we will be strengthened. We must think and know that we are not alone and that God will give us the grace and line up the people for us to be successful. It is only by God's grace, by the way, that we are going to be successful. It is not us on our own. And so we have to remember and think about those good things that are true and that are honorable and that are pure and that are right and that makes us feel good. And it keeps our emotions in check. So when we talk about the why and when we talk about attitude, let's remember that our thinking influences the why and builds and shifts our attitude. So what type of thoughts can you begin to think about that idea that you have? What type of thoughts might you begin to adopt so that you shift your attitude, that you shift the atmosphere in terms of how you see the potential and the promises for the thing that you know you are supposed to do? Is it start a business? Is it to write an article or to write a book or to begin a blog or to support somebody or to support a mission or a business? What is it? Think about the why and think about your attitude to it and build your thinking around the success of it. Think on the things that you want to achieve and not the things you don't want to happen. Think about the things you will accomplish in the action towards the purpose. Think of the outcome and the success that you will have. Attach dollar signs with the thing that you want. Attach people and how you're going to impart life and truth on those people with the passion and the purpose that you have. Begin to attract what you want, and you only attract what you want when you start thinking about what you want. Your thoughts need to align with your attitude. Your attitude needs to align with your thoughts. Your why needs to align with your attitude and your thoughts. And watch it all come together full circle. So in summary, my friends, we are talking about continuing and keep planting in hard times. And so this is a reminder, really quick review. Mind your attitude, mind your thoughts, focus on the why, and you will be blessed in the what. Thank you so much. My name is Tirza of Tirza Motivates, and I hope for you higher level living. Stay tuned for part 3. I have more strategy coming to you.